When the world breaks apart, when the ground shakes, the winds howl, or the fires rage, humanity has a reflex. It is a beautiful, instinctive reflex. We want to help. We see the images on the news, the flooded streets, the shattered homes, the families clinging to each other in the ruins. And we reach for our wallets. We want to send a lifeline. But there are predators who watch the news not with empathy but with excitement. To them, a natural disaster isn't a tragedy. It's a marketing opportunity. They know that in the wake of destruction, your heart is open and your guard is down. They know that urgency is the enemy of scrutiny. Today, we tell the story of a community in Ohio that rallied to help victims of a devastating hurricane, led by a woman named Karen who thought she was organizing a miracle. She wasn't. She was channeling thousands of dollars into a black hole owned by a group of tragedy vampires. And by the time she realized the trucks of supplies were never coming, the money and hope it represented was gone. This is the story of the false relief. The hurricane had been a monster, Category 4. It had torn through the Gulf Coast, leaving a trail of devastation that dominated the 24-hour news cycle. Acute in a quiet suburb of Columbus, Ohio, Karen watched the footage with tears in her eyes. It was a 55-year-old retired nurse, a woman whose life had been defined by caring for others. She felt helpless sitting on her dry, safe couch while families miles away had lost everything. Then the phone rang. The caller ID said, "Natal Disaster Relief Fund," Karen answered. The voice on the other end was professional, urgent, and heavy with emotion. "Hello, ma'am. My name is James, and I'm calling from the National Disaster Relief Fund. As you've seen on the news, the situation down south is critical. We have teams on the ground right now trying to get baby formula and clean water to displaced families, but our supplies are critically low. We are mobilizing an emergency truck from your region tonight. Can we count on your support to fill that truck?" The pitch was perfect. It was specific baby formula, it was urgent tonight, and it was local from your region. Of course, Karen said, "I want to help. How much do you need?" "Whatever you can spare, ma'am. But $100 provides clean water for a family for a week. $500 stocks an entire medical kit." Karen donated $500 immediately using her credit card. James thanked her profusely, calling her a guardian angel. But James didn't hang up there. He sensed he had a whale, a high-value, empathetic target. "Karen," he said, his voice lowering to a confidential tone, "you have such a big heart. We are actually looking for community captains, people who can rally their neighbors. If you can collect donations from your church or your friends, we can designate a specific aid pallet in your community's name. We'll even send you photos of the families receiving it." Karen felt a surge of purpose. She wasn't just writing a check. She was taking action. She agreed. For the next week, Karen was a woman on a mission. She set up a folding table outside her local grocery store. She spoke at her book club. She posted on Facebook. Every evening, James would call for an update. He was charming, encouraging, and incredibly organized. He sent her digital brochures which looked slightly pixelated, but Karen didn't notice and scripts to use. He told her to deposit the cash and checks into her own account and then wired the bulk sum to the organization's logistics account to expedite the purchase of supplies. "Wires are faster than checks," he explained, "and speed saves lives." Karen wired the money, $12,000, the savings of retirees, the allowances of children, the goodwill of her neighborhood. The day the relief truck was supposed to deploy, Karen waited for the photos James had promised. She wanted to show her donors that their help had arrived. She waited. Morning turned to afternoon. She called James. Straight to voicemail. She emailed the official address on the brochure. It bounced back. "Address not found." She went to the website listed on the flyer, www.national-disaster-relief-fund.org. The website was there. It had pictures of the hurricane. It had a Donate Now button. But Karen, feeling a cold stone of dread forming in her stomach, finally did what she should have done on day one. She scrolled to the bottom of the page. There was no physical address, no employer identification number, no board of directors listed. She took the name National Disaster Relief Fund and plugged it into the IRS tax-exempt organization's search tool. No results found. She typed the name into Google, followed by the word scam. The results flooded her screen. Dozens of forum posts, warnings from the Better Business Bureau, and articles about a call center ring that used generic names like the Relief Fund or the Disaster Assistance Center to siphon money from well-meaning Americans. There was no James, there was no truck, there was no baby formula. The $12,000 she had rallied her community to give had not gone to saving lives. It had gone to a shell account, likely offshore, to fund the lifestyle of criminals who watched tragedies not with horror, but with greed. Karen had to face her neighbors. She had to stand in front of her church and explain that the money they gave to help suffering families was gone. The betrayal she felt wasn't just financial. It was spiritual. They'd weaponized her kindness against her. Karen's story is heartbreaking, but it is not unique. In the U.S., charity fraud spikes after every major disaster. The FBI and the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) estimate that millions of dollars are diverted from real relief efforts every year by fake charities. These scammers are masters of camouflage. They hide in plain sight using very specific psychological triggers and visual tricks. So how do you spot a fake charity? I'm going to show you the secret signs, the red flags that prove an organization is a phantom. Secret sign number 1. The name game sound-alikes. Scammers know you trust big names like the American Red Cross or United Way. They create names that sound almost identical. It's asterisk real, American Red Cross. Asterisk fake, American Red Cross Relief Fund. Asterisk real, Make-A-Wish. Asterisk fake, Kids Wish Network. If the name sounds generic or vaguely familiar, stop. Check the exact spelling. Scammers bank on you not noticing the difference. Secret sign number 2. The no time pressure. Real charities always need money, but they will never tell you that you must donate right this second or people will die. Asterisk the trap. We are sending the truck out in an hour. We need the money now to load it. Asterisk the truth. Disaster relief is a marathon, not a sprint. Real organizations plan logistics weeks in advance. If someone is pressuring you to act immediately on the phone, they are trying to bypass your critical thinking. Secret sign number 3. The method of payment. This is the smoking gun. How do they want the money? Asterisk red flag. Wire transfers, gift cards, cryptocurrency, or Cash App, Venmo to a personal handle. Asterisk the truth. Legitimate 501c3 charities want traceable donations. They accept credit cards through secure portals or checks made out to the organization. They will never ask you to wire money to a logistics manager or send a stack of Amazon gift cards. Secret sign number 4. The 100% guarantee. If a charity claims that 100% of your donation goes directly to the victims, be very suspicious. Asterisk the truth. Real nonprofits have overhead. They have to pay staff, rent, and logistics. Legitimate charities are transparent about this. Usually 75 to 85% goes to the cause. A claim of 100% is almost always a lie used to seduce donors. Secret sign number 5. The ghost trail. Before you give a dime, do a 30-second background check. Asterisk search the IRS database. If they aren't registered as a tax-exempt 501c3, don't give. Check Charity Navigator or GuideStar. These watchdog sites rate charities on transparency and financial health. If the charity isn't listed or has a 0-star warning, walk away. Asterisk, look for an address. A real charity has a physical headquarters. A fake one often has a P.O. box or no address at all. What to do instead when disaster strikes? Silence the noise. Don't answer the unsolicited calls. Don't click the ads. Go directly to the websites of established, vetted organizations that you know. Give proactively, not reactively. Charity is one of the best things humans do. Don't let a scammer steal that from you. By verifying before you give, you ensure your help actually reaches the hands that need it most. Thank you for listening to True Scam Stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe.